Well, good morning, lovely ladies and gentlemen. May I first say, Steve Collins coming to you from San Antonio, Texas, the second most powerful, passionate, purposeful coach and speaker in the world. Let me please send a shout out of respect to all those serving in our military on this Memorial Day and honor those who gave their lives so that we can enjoy the freedoms that we have today. We honor our veterans today. So if you've been in the church for more than a few minutes, you've definitely heard of what's called the Proverbs 31 woman. If you have not, open that dusty Bible you got up on the shelf somewhere behind those books and bust it open to the book of Proverbs chapter 31. If you ever want to know what kind of woman you want if you're a single guy, you're going to want to look at that. You've heard of the Proverbs 31 woman. If you've ever wondered, I wonder where I may be able to improve as a woman, that's a really great place to start. See, there's the world's standards for what's awesome, and then there's God's standards for what are awesome. And so that's available to people who want to look at that. So, let's talk about it. In the beginning of Proverbs chapter 31, what most people do not realize is that there is what is called an oracle or a declaration being spoken that a king named King Lemuel, whose mother spoke to him when he was younger, because you guys know this decision that I made recently to follow in the footsteps of Zig Ziglar, who considered alcohol poison and said, remove poisons from your body, alcohol, drugs, cigarettes. And I thought, I don't poison my body, I take care of my body, so I'm about that. Well, I've been doing research biblically on it. Now, something I would challenge you to do, if you ever wanted to, is take a sheet of paper, put a big cross on it, put a plus on one side, a minus on the other side, look at the positive, and then write down the pros and cons of drinking alcohol. The pros and cons of drinking alcohol. Just, it'd be interesting for you to see. So, in this section, King Lemuel's mother tells him a couple of things. It's a very short instruction. She says, "O son, my son, O son of my womb, do not give your strength to women. Do not wear yourself out." Now, I think she's talking about putting relationship as a priority. Like, I know she wasn't talking about a wife. I know she was talking about, if it's a young king, a young prince, and the way they did things way back in the day, like King David had hundreds of wives and concubines, and so did King Solomon. It was a different deal back then. So it's not like today, where it's a one man, one wife, covenant type thing. She was like, don't spend your strength chasing that booty. I'm sorry, that's just basically what she was saying. Don't waste your life just going after tail, buddy. But then she says something very profound and powerful. She said, "Oh, my son, it is not for kings to drink wine or to pursue strong drink, lest you drink and forget your decrees and justice and not stand up for those who are afflicted." So what she saw is if he got into a habit of drinking, he could make some really bad decisions that would keep him from having that compassionate heart towards suffering people or people in affliction, and maybe he would make a stupid decision. You ever known anybody who's made a stupid decision when they're drinking? Have you ever been a person who made a stupid decision when you drank? She said, lest you can lose it all. Well, here's what's interesting. Biblically, we are kings and priests, priests and kingdom, and there's folks who have ideas around what that means. That I've heard it taught, that there's the ministers that minister in the church, then there's the kings that go out into the land to, build and lead and have provision to fund these types of things. So we are a kingdom of priests, it says biblically. Well, get this. She says, do not do that. Do not, my son, drink wine. Do not seek strong drink. Now get this. This is what made my heart sad. She said, give wine to those who are bitter in soul, that they may forget their sadness, and strong drink to those who are perishing. And it hurt my heart because I know, myself included for years, and lots of people who really look forward to that wine. And the challenge that I would present this morning, it's going to sting just a little bit, is if you are given to that, there's no judgment here. It's not a right or wrong thing. It's not. It's just about different levels of understanding. That's all. And you look at your level of understanding. You're responsible and accountable for the revelation or the information or the wisdom that you have yourself. You're responsible to that knowledge. Yet, unlike, say, a Ukrainian that comes to the United States, buys a Lamborghini and starts cruising down Loop 1604 at 200 miles an hour, that still doesn't prevent him from the consequences of breaking a law he did not know about. Do you know what I'm saying? I didn't know. Well, now you do. Here's your ticket. Or we're going to jail and we're impounding your car. So ignorance of the law does not make it excusable. So I'm simply saying this. What made my heart sad when I looked at that, when it said, give wine to those who are bitter of soul, I'm just going to ask you this. Are you find yourself bitter of soul? Maybe a little bit? And maybe that's why it's so attractive. Is there something in there that the good Lord can heal and help and take care of for you? Because if so, I'm going to suggest that you pursue that. Just ask for that and seek that. Because we all know the Proverbs 31 woman, but very few people look at the Proverbs 31 man. So my challenge to you is bust out that dusty old Bible, open it to the book of Proverbs, chapter 31, and see what it says. And you might find something really fascinating in there. Again, the Proverbs 31 guy, King Lemuel, his mom gave him some great instructions. And if you haven't ever read the Proverbs 31 woman, this is a powerful, powerful image of what the Bible considers to be a strong woman. Hope you guys have a great day today. I honor you all on this Memorial Day, and I appreciate your friendship. Have a great day, guys.